Okay, this is a video of my sister Nina Jo Owenby, and it's November the 23rd, 2014 in Jupiter, Florida, and she's going to be talking about what she remembers as a child. So go ahead, Nina Jo.
Well, one of my memories of me and Claudia when we were children was about our upstairs bedrooms. Daddy said he was going to paint our bedrooms. We each had one, and we could choose the colors.
Now, was this at Welcome All Road?
Welcome All Road
Okay.
in the little brown house.
Okay.
And I said, I want a blue room. And Claudia said she wanted a carnival pink room with white trim. And I said, well, I believe I want white trim too. And Daddy said, no, we can't have two rooms with white trim. So he painted mine all blue, and he painted Claudia's carnival pink with white trim. And later on, he said to me, you were right, Nina Jo, it would have been prettier with white trim. And I thought, well, good to know that I was right, but boo, I don't have white trim.
Well, how old were we then?
I'm thinking maybe 9 and 12.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay.
One thing that I really enjoyed was when Claudia and I would sit upstairs in one of our bedrooms. We could put a little heater in there and it would be warm in the winter, I'm sure. And we would play games for hours. We played Parcheesi.
Parcheesi, I love Parcheesi.
And Monopoly.
Loved Monopoly.
And Chinese checkers.
I don't think I won very much in Monopoly.
I don't remember.
I don't
But
remember.
I just remember we played that
We
a
did.
lot.
Chinese checkers, I love Chinese checkers.
I did too. And another thing I remember about those upstairs bedrooms was that Claudia had a goldfish bowl that she had collected tadpoles.
Hell yeah.
And those tadpoles got big and they got feet. And I remember Mama saying, Claudia, you better get rid of those tadpoles because they're going to turn into frogs. Well, I guess she didn't get rid of them fast enough because one day I came home and there were little frogs hopping all over her room.
Do you know what the date of that was? I remember it exactly.
No.
It was the day of Pop's funeral.
Oh.
We had been gone for several days, spending the night over with other relatives, and we came home, and yes, they were. And I just remember them opening the window and putting them out the window. But of course, that was after you saw.
I did see them. Oh, so you think Mom and Daddy
I
didn't
don't
see
think
'em.
so, no, because I remember putting them out the window.
Oh. And that was a high window, so
I know, poor frogs, they probably didn't survive.
they probably had a long drop down to the grass. But let's see, what else do I remember about our childhood?
We're just about yours.
Well, let's see. Well, I had a horse that for about 3 or 4 years, I was just very much thrilled with that, with Boots. And I would go horseback riding, and Boots had a colt. Boots was a brown and white pinto with a black mane and tail, and she had a colt that we named Debbie that had a white mane and tail.
I named her.
Okay, Claudia named her, and named her Debbie. And she would have been a beautiful horse, I'm sure. And she would have been taller than Boots. She would have been a big horse because Boots was a small horse, and she was bred with a much bigger red stallion. And and Debbie turned out to be really more red